Near the ends of the earth lies a place where currents freeze and waves turn to ice. South Georgia Island. It's one of the world's most important breeding grounds. Combative elephant seals, courting albatrosses, and 5 species of penguin use the frozen island as a giant nursery. While some battle for mates and turf, others just try to survive in one of the planet's harshest places. Odd as it seems, South Georgia Island began as a volcano, one of many volcanic fragments set adrift as Africa and South America split up 200 million years ago. Now it lies 850 miles northwest of Antarctica and 1,000 miles southeast of Argentina. An icy speck in the Southern Ocean. About the size of Rhode Island, South Georgia extends only 100 miles, but its skyline is epic. Mountains soar more than 9,000 feet, 6 times higher than the Empire State Building. And the island descends just as far to the ocean floor. The North Coast is one of the planet's last great bastions of wilderness. On a beach in St. Andrews Bay is a spectacle unchanged over millennia. Thousands of king penguins socializing with one another. At the world's biggest black tie reception, they all share one goal: finding new partners. The king stands over 3 feet tall and weighs up to 35 pounds. They're the second largest penguin, topped only by the emperor. Strutting with shoulders back and beaks held high, they show how they earned their royal name. Kings can survive here, thanks to specialized coats. They have 4 layers of feathers. The outermost coated with waterproof oil, the inner 3 made of insulating down. With its airbrushed feathers and golden highlights, the king is one of Mother Nature's true masterpieces. Every summer, kings return to their birth site to breed. They court by marching around the beach. Even here, 2's company, 3's a crowd. Once they bond, partners wedge into the heart of the colony to find a space they can call home for a while. They'll remain monogamous throughout the breeding season and raise 1 chick together. Over 100,000 pairs nest here, making South Georgia one of the bird's most important breeding grounds. Kings incubate eggs on top of their feet. Both birds will tend the egg in shifts, of 6 to 18 days. After 2 months, the chick will hatch. The chick grows thick down feathers, a sign it's ready to join other newborns in a group called a creche. With their chick safe in the creche, both parents can go fishing. Before the penguins head out, they gather just offshore. They preen to remove grit and debris before going to sea. Once clean, they can tuck their feathers together tightly, keeping themselves warm while hunting. Some avoid the crowds by taking a shortcut. Fast-flowing meltwater provides a highway to the sea. Not everyone can handle the turbulent ride. King penguins dine mainly on fish and squid and can dive over 900 feet to get it. After fishing, parents regurgitate food for the chick. It has to fatten up quick while food is plentiful. Come winter, adults and chicks must survive up to 5 months without eating. If they do survive, the young will leave the following summer and finally part ways with their parents. Nearby is another South Georgia resident, the southern elephant seal. Unable to go to sea until their summer shedding ends, they're left high and dry. 400,000 seals try to stay cool in whatever water they can find. Their sluggish appearance belies their true nature. Elephant seals spend over 90% of their lives swimming. At age 8, they reach sexual maturity and develop the trunk-like nose that gave them their name. The nose helps retain moisture while ashore. In mating season, it also serves as a war trumpet. Other males recognize the call. The battle for females begins. In such close quarters, some heed warning and avoid combat. Others rush to fight. Each male has up to 6,000 pounds of weight to throw around, and the stakes are high. If an elephant seal underestimates its opponent, the safest option is to quickly back down. These teenage males aren't fighting, just sparring. Play prepares them for the combat of adulthood. Mating battles aside, the seals live in peace. But the hallmarks of bygone hunters litter the island. In the 18th century, sealers and whalers came here to make their fortunes. Fur seals, elephant seals, and great whales were slaughtered by the hundreds of thousands. Factories turned animals into profits. Their skins were stripped, their body fat boiled down into barrels of oil. The Antarctic fur seal, named for the quality of its hide, was fabricated into ladies' coats. In one summer, more than 100,000 fur seals were killed. Within a century, they faced extinction. By the time the Great Depression hit in 1929, whale and seal oil stopped turning a profit, and the hunters left. It seemed like the fur seals were gone for good. But not so. On outlying islands, a few survived, and from those fragile colonies, the fur seal bounced back. With fewer whales, the population of krill exploded. A bounty for fur seals. Within decades, they reclaimed their ancestral beaches. The fur seal is now standing its ground. In fact, it's recovered so well, it's pushing other animals aside. Armed with dog-like teeth and able to move fast over short distances, these animals are born fighters. As soon as the breeding season begins in early November, dominant males fight to establish territories. They spend the next 5 months discouraging females from leaving. Males are so possessive, they'll fast the whole mating season just to guard their mates. 4 times her size, this male uses sheer force to mate. He's the beach master and gets to mate with up to 100 females in his territory. The female doesn't go willingly, but ultimately she's forced to join the harem. A year later, a single pup is born. It will require its mother's attention for the next 4 months. The mother continuously feeds the pup for several days, filling its belly before she leaves on a week-long hunting trip. Left alone, the baby has to fend off adult males and rambunctious juveniles. When mom returns, she uses keen hearing to find her pup. If it survives, it will join the several million fur seals of South Georgia. Other species are also thriving. Reindeer. They were introduced as food for Norwegian whalers, and when the men left, the population boomed. Retreating ice caps have exposed a feast of plants that never runs out. Some scientists argue the reindeer should be removed, fearing damage to nests and plants. The herds now number in the thousands. But non-native intruders aren't the island's only problem. The polar regions are heating up 3 to 4 times faster than any place on Earth. With warmer summers, residents swelter. Winter winds can gust over 100 miles per hour, with the wind chill as low as -70. The animals have evolved to deal with such extreme cold, but not extreme heat. As the globe warms, the iconic king penguin may suffer. Throughout the entire South Pole, icebergs are melting and ice shelves are breaking up. How climate change will alter the island and how inhabitants will cope, no one knows. As ocean temperatures rise, krill populations fall. The tiny shrimp-like animals are the primary food of Antarctic adelies. With less krill, the penguins may be in jeopardy. To find food, adelies might be forced to change their migration routes. The species is literally losing its footing. This group is heading out to hunt for krill. They can dive up to 500 feet to catch prey. The penguins group together for protection against leopard seals lurking just beneath the surface. In winter, they'll stay at sea and use icebergs as home. As the planet warms, their future may be melting away. The adaptable Gentoo is actually thriving, with colonies scattered throughout the Antarctic zone. marked by a bright orange bill and white blotches behind their eyes. Gentoos are hard workers. Males carry stones to females to build their nests. Stones keep their eggs off the ice, and for the chick's safety, parents usually separate their nests by a few feet. These females are too close for comfort. After almost a month of incubation, it's time to hatch. This nest holds one chick, but most nests hold two. Unlike other penguins, if a Gentoo loses both of her chicks, she'll lay eggs again in the same season, ensuring a new generation arrives. The hardy birds stand a good chance of surviving in the changing environment here. Despite rising temperatures, another species faring well is the chinstrap penguin. Chinstraps are opportunists and are found throughout the frozen South. Each season, they assault new beaches like an invading army. For chinstraps, extending their territory is a routine thing. But for others, it's a matter of life or death. The wandering albatross has inhabited the frozen South since the last ice age. But the past 2 centuries have tested its survival skills. Rats, introduced by whalers, attacked and killed albatross chicks, forcing the birds to flee from South Georgia. Just offshore, they found a haven on Pryan Island. The wandering albatrosses return here each year to meet and mate. Partners face each other and perform a synchronized dance. Wanderers don't reach sexual maturity until they're at least 7 years old. It's only then that they come ashore and try out their dance steps. Calling to the skies, tapping their bills, and fanning their wings are all part of the ritual. The albatross has the largest wingspan of any bird. As adults, their wings can grow to 12 feet from tip to tip. Albatrosses separate after mating, yet they remain bonded for life. They return year after year to mate again. The birds are impressive on land, but in the air, they're poetry in motion. The most oceanic of all seabirds, wanderers rarely touch Earth outside their brief breeding season. They can soar without flapping their wings for days and will spend most of their lives circumnavigating the Southern Ocean. For centuries, we too have crossed the Southern Ocean. Many lost their way, and some perished. Early explorers passed an island so forbidding, they said no man could survive there. For wildlife, South Georgia Island remains a frosty oasis, harsh yet fragile. Life here may hang on nothing more than a few degrees of mercury.